Are you unhappy with your cleaners' performance at your accounts? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to motivate even the laziest of cleaners. I'm going to show you how to motivate people who just think they're too good for the position. Any of those problems that you're having when it comes to motivation of employees, this video is the video for you. But first, my name is Mike Mack and I help everyday people build automated cleaning businesses. I am also the author of the Amazon bestseller, Pick Up Cash, Not Trash, the ultimate guide to building an automated cleaning business without getting yourself dirty in the process. If you'd like a copy, I made it available so subscribers to this channel for free under this video. All you have to do is cover the shipping and we'll send it right to you. But enough about that. Let's get into the meat of this video. Okay, so an all too common tale is people who start a cleaning business and maybe they get caught in a cleaning, or maybe they're like, no, I have to hire a cleaner at all costs. I'll do anything to put a cleaner here. So then you get into this desperate state where you're just looking for anybody that has like a pulse in their chest and you're like, yeah, you'd be perfect. But here's the deal. This will always lead us into trouble. And I know sometimes it feels like, it's just so hard to hire these days. I'm telling you right now, if you watch my last video, you'll know that it's not hard to hire. So let me tell you right now, the key is motivating your crew. And there may be something you're doing besides kind of being desperate and just putting anyone there, but there also may be something a little bit past that you're doing that's almost inspiring a lazy culture. Well, the last thing we want to do is send lazy cleaners to our accounts, because if they're, lazy with their cleaning, they're probably lazy with their appearance. They're probably not very personable. Again, you just haven't set that tone that these things are very important to the job description, because this is a bad look for your clients if people are just kind of moping around. I mean, this is, we're no longer in the days of like the early 90s when most accounts you go to, there's no cameras or whatever. I remember those days. There's no cameras anywhere. And so what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna dive deep into a few things that you can do to motivate even the laziest among your crew. Let's get right to it. Okay, the first thing you wanna do to motivate your team to get an A+ effort out of them is you wanna create a different experience. So because these are part-time jobs, you wanna make sure that they know that the importance is just as much as in their full-time job, because this is your business, okay? And these are clients that you signed an agreement saying that I'm gonna take care of you, take care of the cleaning of your space, okay? So this is very important. So they need to know that. But how do we do that besides saying, hey, this is so important, you better get your act together? Don't do that. Who does that work on nowadays? No. We don't want to run our companies like that. The way you want to do it, though, is creating a different experience. And the way you create a different experience is make your team feel valued. Get to know them on a personal level. I'm not saying you have to be best friends, buddy, go out to restaurants. And I'm not saying you have to do any of that. If you want to do any of that, by all means. I'm just saying it matters. Your presence as the cleaning company owner, it matters. Even when you have your managers in place. When you are fortunate enough to hire a president of your company to really separate you from all automation, it's still important that people feel your presence. And even when they don't, make sure your managers are doing the same thing to, get to know people on a personal level. There's no reason when training new cleaners or whenever you interact with any of your clean team, there's no reason why you shouldn't be trying to learn a bit more about them, try to understand them a little bit, see what makes them tick, see how everything is going with them. Is everything okay? How are you doing? How's the family? Everyone healthy? Cool. Happy to hear that. This is a wonderful step to make people feel valued, and be genuine too. Don't just do it just to do it. It's important because this is going to motivate them, because all of a sudden they're going to feel like you care about them, which you should. They work for you. You should always care about your crew. And when you show that by being personable, you'll be surprised how all of a sudden motivated someone who previously wasn't motivated is. The second thing you want to do is you want people to understand that whether it's you in the beginning, whether it's your managers, you want your cleaners to know that you never know when you guys are going to show up. I mean, it could be every other day, it could be once a week, but they don't know which day. This is good to keep everybody on their toes, right? They should know that at any point, somebody is going to come and check the work. And again, the point isn't to hawk over them or anything like that, but growing up when I worked cleaning jobs, when I knew my boss would be around on every Thursday night, I crushed it. every Thursday night. But when I knew like Monday into Tuesday nobody was going to be around, I didn't give that same level of effort. And it's just human nature. I just slacked off because why not? I knew when people are going to be checking, I was going to knock it out of the park. But at the beginning of the week, I just didn't feel that same motivation. But when my boss got hip to that, he started shifting it up. So I never knew. Before I used to count on, okay, for sure Thursday. But then after a while, I'm like, when is he going to show up? This is like, you know what I mean? So I would bring it every night because I just didn't know when he would show up. This is a wonderful thing. And again, this isn't for you to come and like crack a whip or anything on anybody. No, this is just to feel like, hey, there's accountability. This is super important. So this is why we show up, because we also care about the cleanliness of the space. It's not here making sure, hey, you better do everything. You see what I'm saying? So when you shift up, when you make your checks random, even if they're once a week, don't go every Thursday. Go Thursday, go Monday, go Tuesday, kind of like that, like spaced out like that. Do that, and again, that's another thing that's going to elevate motivation. Okay, the third thing you want to do, and guys, this is in no particular order. This is just, do these things, and I promise you're going to be super happy with your results. But this thing is super important, and it was again, I've worked this job way before I ever owned a cleaning business, and it was important to me. The first boss that ever showed me appreciation, it really left a lasting impact on me, because I've been accustomed to working a ton of different jobs in the past, and I never really felt appreciation. So that one boss who really showed appreciation to what I did. After a few months of that, I was willing to, run through a brick wall for this person. And I think it's a wonderful thing, because at the end of the day, we all want to feel appreciated, okay? And this idea that like, oh, I pay them, that's their appreciation. Well, I got news for you. If that's your take, you're a lousy boss. Seriously, you need to change that immediately, because that is not good enough. No, you should show appreciation, because the value exchange is money for the work. Cool, but that doesn't show appreciation. Appreciation is like, hey, I appreciate the fact that you're going above and beyond. I appreciate the fact that, hey, it was snowing last night and you still made it in. I really do appreciate that. Or, you name it. Oh, I appreciate you're going through like a family situation, and you're still able to come into work. I just want to let you know, I appreciate you, man. And I noticed that. I really do notice that. And we all thank you. You mean a lot to us. And you know what I mean? How hard is that? But if you genuinely mean it and you express that, people are going to feel a sense of like belonging. With the rest of these tips, like people are gonna feel like they belong there. People are gonna feel like this is their account too, like it matters. Like when you do these things, I mean, sure, there's some other things to do, but these at the core, these things more than anything are going to make a big impact and a lasting impact. I mean, isn't that what we want to? Sure, we want automation, sure, we want financial freedom, and we'll get those things, but how great would it be to create a place where people want to show up? How cool would it be where everyone cared about what they did? That is how you make your cleaning jobs irresistible to your cleaners, and then you get them super motivated to crush it, okay? If you want to learn a little bit more about how we did it, I made this new masterclass. It's available. It is brand new. Go check it out right now. But the class is 45 minutes long, so if you don't have that kind of time right now and you want to make your cleaning business irresistible to potential clients, you're going to want to watch this video right now and get to the masterclass later. Peace out.